inside the wondrous AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start, and off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Play action, Stafford. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, L.A.
13 yards. First down, Rams.
They'll go with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to look deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Dak gonna run with it himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Prescott. They'll try to set up the screen here. It'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Throwing, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 3 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. 2nd quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. And he gets this up close to the 40. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
At the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Open man is Parkinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
On first down, it's Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing again is Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
To the air again. Stafford. That's to Parkinson. Open right side. And he's in. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Rams.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He takes off. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Third down, they need 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
At the 5-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll run. It's Williams. Powering forward. He's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Rams offense makes their way out to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Stafford now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Right side, complete to Nakua. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, L.A.
A gain of 17 yards.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. A 1st down throw for Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Stafford out quick to Adams. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Stafford to throw again. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Stafford. And he's in. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown Rams. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Cowboys 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They trail now 14-7. as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott now. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
44-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Prescott. After Ferguson once again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 1st and 10. Prescott again. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at
when you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. On the return, here's Turpin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Second down, Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Pass interference. Defense.
Go play action. It's Prescott. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Dak. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, it's Dak. That's out wide to Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 4 at 14-10.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The open man is Nakua, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a
gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
The 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 15. Good for a Rams first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Tackled by DeMarvion Overshown. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. They put Adams in motion. Man in motion, heading right. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Open man, that's Adams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On the give, it's Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. They go jet sweep and give it to Adams.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
His kick will split the upright. It's good. And the Rams will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and 2. A give, and here comes Williams. He'll get about 2. That stop made by Byron Young.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. Brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
They'll give it to Lamb on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
A 1-yard pickup brings up third and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first.
So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
At the 22-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ford on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 17-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Infraction, defense.
Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on 2nd and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. They put Adams in motion. They motion a receiver right. It's another run here for Williams. And this is going to be a Rams first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
First down, Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Stafford now. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Play fake. Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Third and 5.
Here's Dak to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? The reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Smith. He's got him. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The motion man is Nakua. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one caught by Adams. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Couple of 1st downs already on this drive, and they'll go 1st down from the 43. Now it's Williams. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
Intended for Puka Nakua.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And he has missed this one. No good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
Just an ugly-looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially. That led to a bad hold. That led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps. And you add all that up, and That's the kick you get.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Second down, Prescott. Quick hitting slant there, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's
A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Again, Prescott to the air. Quick throw on target to Pickens. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Prescott again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage.
Rams 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback. They'll come up for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Open man downfield is Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Throwing Stafford, and deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. So it's a win for the Cowboys. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.